Listen to me. If there was a wise man who would ever think of this, they would say in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be the man. For I am the man himself.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on tonight? This is the Club of the Man 1993. So, I haven't really done any baseball news videos for a while. Not that I don't care about baseball, I still do. I mean, it's hard though when your hometown team sucks, the Pirates. They got rid of Derek Sheldon, thank goodness. And like I said, I've just been trying to focus my time on some other things on the channel right now. So baseball highlights is baseball topic videos, for the most part, kind of taking a back seat for a while until I get some things done on the channel. But I had to talk about this. I had to come here and briefly talk about this news topic that just recently was announced. So Pete Rose, who passed away last September at the age of 83. We all know him as one of the greats, for sure. He's the all-time leader in hits with 4,256, I believe the number is. I think it is. He has somewhere up in there. He has the most hits all-time in Major League Baseball. Professionally, it's Ichiro, combined with Japan and America. But we all know that he has been banned from being inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame because he gambled as a manager. And several times where they've changed commissioners, and the Rose family has petitioned several times as well for that ban to be lifted, and a lot of people have supported Pete Rose in getting his chance to get into the Hall of Fame. Well, again, Rose passed away last year at the age of 83. This past week, they came out with a statement, because I guess the Rose family once again sent in a petition to Major League Baseball. And because they're going to honor for Pete Rose, and I believe 16 other people who, I don't have all the names off the top of my head, who have been banned from being in the Hall of Fame, has had that ban lifted because they have died. And the excuse I basically read was the fact that they're gone and they can't do what they did illegally again, basically. Pete Rose can't gamble again because he is dead. To which I'm kind of like, I'm sorry, but that's literally one of the dumbest things I've heard of. You get punished, but you still get put into the Hall of Fame. But it's when you're not here. It's like what? Like, it's like you're saying that this is purgatory or something, and if you prove yourself to behave yourself the rest of your life, then when you die, okay, you can be honored in the Hall of Fame now. If you're not here, what's really the point? Like, how is them not being here any different than if they were alive? You know, to me, I just think it's stupid. Like, if they're not going to be honored while they're alive, unless it's some, like, accident like was with, like, Roy Halladay or a few other people in other sports who have sadly passed on before they got inducted and it was young and whatnot, then okay, there's that. But when you have someone that you kept out of the Hall of Fame, and I think the ban got put on him in 1989, I think it was, or I can't remember when exactly it was, but the ban got put on him. If you weren't going to lift it while these guys were still alive, then what makes it okay to do it when they're dead? It's just a very, very strange decision, in my opinion. Say that they're okay once they die. that they can be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Why? Like, besides the fact that they're not here, what's different? Like, they obviously like left a legacy that has a black mark on it. How is them not being here anymore wiping that away, you know? I don't really agree with it. Okay, I was willing to give Pete Rose a chance to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I don't want to take sides here or anything. I know he had gambled for his team to win, so at least it was more of like a positive thing. But it's still illegal to gamble when you're an active player, I believe it is, or whatnot. And there's been some other excuses of people not getting into the Hall of Fame because of some things that I disagree with, some things I do agree with though. Like, with Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds. Well, Roger Clemens was proven innocent. Like Barry Bonds and a few others who have had a little bit of a history. Then, okay, I understand that. Pete Rose, though, I feel like, yes, it was gambling. But I feel like that, I personally feel like he after a while, he should have had the lift off him. The fact, though, that they're doing this now because he's gone, I feel like it's too late. And it's just a strange decision, in my opinion. Like, what's the point of honoring someone if when they were alive, we were supposed to not think highly of them, but then all of a sudden we are supposed to once they're dead? Well, I don't know. It's just still a weird situation. Like, I don't agree with that. Like, if he never got in while he was alive, he shouldn't have the ban lifted because he's dead. Just weird to me. But just my quick thoughts on it. Yeah, I don't agree. I'm not saying it's because of Pete Rose, but I feel like it's just an odd decision to make that somebody can be eligible for a Hall of Fame again after they die, but they weren't able to be when they were alive. Just odd, in my opinion. Just my opinion. But that's my thoughts on this brief thing. What are your guys' thoughts on this new rule? Okay, let's have a civil conversation here. Do you think, it's fair that these people who had like a ban on them from being in the Hall of Fame while they were alive should get the ban lifted once they're gone? Or if they don't get the ban lifted at all while they're here, why should they get it lifted after they pass away? If you guys thoughts down in the comments section below, slap a like on the video, and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter as well, The Club of the Man 93, and also follow me on TikTok and Instagram, The Club of the Man 1993. Until then, guys, I'm checking out. I'll catch y'all later. Have a great rest of your night, and do not forget, in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be the man. And for I am the man himself. That is not just an opinion, my friends. That is a fact of life. Yeah!